Okay.
Hello.
So, team 2013-2014. So you've just finished your 9 months in the Vendée. Could you give us your general impressions, perhaps, on the year, just in a sentence?
Great.
Amazing.
Super.
I was going to say super duper. You've stolen my thunder now. Sorry. Fantastic. Wait, we already said
Okay. Would you do it again?
Yes.
Yes.
Can we?
that.
Yeah.
We don't need any.
Hard work or not hard work?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, at times, ebbs and flows.
Especially them.
Okay. Okay. Right. Tips for future stags or stagiaires, as we like to call them.
We work through the year.
Okay. Yeah. So, what about before you come to France?
Send a hello message to your first. Magali will normally send. Well, she sent us.
Who's Magali?
Oh, Magali is amazing.
Magali is the secretary of the service Anglais. She is.
Yeah.
She will
more
help
than
you with
secretary.
anything, and she's also fantastic at English.
Okay. Yeah. So, tips before you come.
Get in touch with your family straight away.
Yeah. So she'll send you an email saying who your family is, and their email address, and so it's nice to send them a little hello email to be friendly, and then get their address and telephone number, because I had a problem with my train and it was a bit of an issue.
Yeah, so note their contact details.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might meet them before you've met them or know who they are.
Yeah.
Bring presents.
Yeah, is there anything else we should make sure they bring? Presents.
Cards. What I did is I emailed the
cards.
previous year's
Pants.
stagiaires if
Photography.
the ones that had already previously stayed with the family, to ask what they like, so that I could sort of fit the presents to the family.
Oh yeah, you might see in our reports as well. So I saw in Josh's report about my first host family, like interests and stuff. So that was helpful.
Okay. Right. So, day of arrival. Tips.
Pretend to be more confident than you are.
Yeah, bluff
it-
it.
yeah.
Smile lots.
It worked well for me, and then everyone found out about me, so it didn't last very long. But it made a good impression.
They might be speaking. They might be speaking a patois.
Yeah.
It might not be French, so don't worry too much if you don't understand. It will be French eventually.
And I was sitting around the table with 6 of them talking really fast all together, and I didn't know what was going on. Don't panic, you'll get there, it's fine. But give it a go, speaking if you can.
Fun, yeah. I mean, if you've got time before you come and you want to spend some time revising, learning some more French, then it's definitely worthwhile. I think the more you know when you come, the more you will learn during the year.
Okay. Yeah. How to break the ice in the host families?
Smile.
Just ask them
You
how
ask them
their
how
day
much a
is.
polar bear weighs?
Oh, John.
I asked them how their day was. Ask lots of questions.
Yeah.
Even if you know how the French political system works, but if they're discussing it, ask them a question to get yourself involved.
If they've got kids, they love talking about their kids' schools, and that will give you a good heads up for when you get there to the schools. So that's always a good question.
I think just never be afraid to speak, never be afraid to ask a question, and try, even when you're not feeling like it, to ask questions, because the more you expose yourself to French, the more you'll learn.
Tips to succeed in fitting in with the family.
Be sensitive to their routines, to what they do every day. Sometimes things are done every day. For instance, opening shutters, that you have outside your windows. You might not see it as necessary because you leave in the dark and you come back in the dark, but actually potentially to the families that's something that they really want done. So be aware of their their habits, and be sensitive to them.
And also try and find out what they want from the scheme as well. And if you can help them get there, then do. Yeah. Because if they're feeling like they're getting their end of the bargain, they're going to be much happier, and you're going to be much happier as a result.
Often it's quite fun. I do homework with the kids, and it's not much effort on my part.
Just English or
and
also?
English. I've done the auto dictates and all the rest of it with.
Doing dictates with the kids is such a good way to improve your pronunciation.
Yeah.
They are so particular.
And also your French, your grammar. If you do their French homework.
And make sure you have the air of someone who wants to be corrected, because I think there are people who are afraid of correcting there are people who won't mind it, so be one of those.
Tips when things perhaps are a little bit tough with the families, and it's not always easy. We know that. So
The stagiaires.
Yeah.
Like that, we're a support network for each other, and your moaning can go as far as the stagiaires and no further, but you can really go through it with them.
They understand exactly kind of where you're at. So it's nice to have a listening ear, and sometimes it gives you a bit of perspective as well.
Yeah.
Often, if you're in a situation and you think, oh, it's really tough, and then you talk to them and they say, oh, but did you think that maybe it wasn't quite like that?
yeah,
Then you can see that, maybe the situation's better than you think.
yeah,
I found
Yeah.
a good one was my life's motto. Go with the flow.
mm.
My life's motto. That's how
Thanks,
So-
not your life.
I don't know why you do it.
Okay, well, it was a good thing to say. Anyway, you just need to let bygones be bygones. There's no point holding grudges. There's no point
yeah,
overthinking anything. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, we're all
You need
human.
to be sensitive to the fact that they were already a family unit before we arrive, and
Yeah.
and they're so generous letting us into their family, accepting you as part of their family, that you need to. Obviously, you're not going to completely give up yourself, but you're going to fit into their way of life and understand that it's them who determines the rhythm.
That'll
Yeah.
be better for you as well because you'll be more involved.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I think
You'll
So
all have a nicer time.
sort of bite the bullet and get on with it and that sort of thing. Yeah,
You have to be very self-aware of what you're doing and of what they want you to do, and it doesn't hurt to ask if what you're doing is annoying them or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't need to annoy them, especially at the beginning when you're getting to know each other.
Yeah, clear
Yeah.
questions. If you're not sure, just ask.
And if you're not sure whether you're supposed to be what chores you're supposed to be doing, it's good to
Just
Just
clear out,
ask.
Do you want me to do this? Yes, no. Fantastic.
okay. Tips about sort of outings with the family.
They're a
Go on them.
blast.
They're amazing.
Say
Always
yes to
do
as
it.
much as you can,
Yeah.
even if you don't want to do it at the time, because you will get something out of every single one of them,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it might not be something you'd want to do, but do it.
We've done some interesting things. I've done artistic fencing. I've been on holiday to Rocheservière. You've been to Paris. You've
Great.
done.
I did not have to
Montaigu.
think about saying yes to that one.
Like, there are loads of things that we've done that have
Yeah.
we've visited loads of places. We've been to see lots of different things, museums, castles. It's been really cool, really, really good, and yeah.
Okay.
It also gets you to know the host family a bit more. Like,
Yeah.
I went to see Victory and do her gym one time, and she doesn't stop talking about it. So it just gives you a deeper relationship.
Okay. Right. Maybe if we got on now to what you're here for, what you were here for. Schools, lesson planning, tips on how to succeed.
Try not to be a zombie in the morning. I'm very guilty of this, but according to the others, that if you think of questions, really open-ended questions in the morning, hopefully the idea is you can ask these open-ended questions and sort of sit there in a haze while they answer at
They'll
length.
talk for the next
You're talking about in
In the car,
Oh, yeah.
or the transport system.
Oh,
Don't be late for your bus. Don't miss your lifts.
Don't be surprised by how early you're going to have to get up.
Oh yeah, it
Have
will be
backup
early.
numbers.
what you mean that when Julie says 6 o'clock at the interview, she really does mean
So
6
we-
o'clock
we
at the
take-
interview.
We take the lycée and college buses, even though we work in the primary schools. Primary schools
Yeah.
an hour later, but that gives us time to prepare. So
And for the teachers, because you'll get a bus, the lycée or college bus into Montaigu in the morning, and then someone from the village that you live in will come and pick you up. Yeah, one of the teachers from the schools will come and pick you up and then drive you to the school. So that's the thing we were talking about in the morning. You'll need to be friendly and chatting, because they've come out of their way to pick you up, and it's early
Okay.
in the morning, not very inventive.
Okay, going on from transport to schools, tips for getting on with teachers, schools.
just
Again,
be genial.
Saying, be interested in them, they'll be